for one, am so glad that season 12 is fucking over. You guys, to be your boy Scott, and we're here for my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 reunion part 3. So let's get into the tea. So we pick up where we left off last week when Nene decides that she gonna close her Acer laptop and just be done with the reunion all the way. My thing with Nene is this, okay? Like, weeks prior to the filming of the reunion, she was sitting her ass on Watch What Happens Live, and she was talking all of this crap about how the girls better get their reads together. I'm the one, I'm the head honcho, I'm all of this and I'm all of that. My problem with Nene is that she can't never own her mess. Like, at the end of the day, you said you was ready for all these girls, you was telling these girls to get their reads together, but when the kitchen got too hot for you, you decided that you wanted to get up and leave. Like, if anything, you call all these other girls weak and pathetic and everything else, but I also think that it's weak and pathetic for you to get your ass up and leave when the kitchen gets hot. A real queen sit there and take her shit. When Kenya was getting ganged up on for all them damn seasons and everybody had something to say to her and she got darts back to back, even got drugged across the stage, she never once left that stage and she never once gave the fuck up. But you, on the other hand, you are always doing that, but you're supposed to be this and that, and you ain't shit, okay? And that's just how I feel, and I don't care how nobody feels about that shit. Now, we started talking about Cynthia and her proposal, and did Kenya want to mess it up. In a sense, it's kind of like this. I don't know if she wanted to mess it up, but I felt like she ruined it. Because if there's any type of speculation that there's going to be a proposal, then why the hell would you even sit up and bring it up to Cynthia in the first place? Let it be a fucking surprise. If Candy texted you and said, girl, come back, it may be a proposal. If you know that Cynthia wanted to be proposed to by Mike, why would you ruin that moment and tell her that I think you're getting proposed to? It looked downright fucked up for you to do that. As a friend, I never would have done my friend like that, and I would have felt horrible for even ruining the proposal to begin with. So Kenya just got to take that L on that one, to be quite honest. Like, girl, you was fucked up. That was a bitch made move, and that's just what it is. Because why ruin it? It makes you look like, and to all of us that's watching the show, it made you look like you wanted to ruin her proposal because you were having a hard time in your marriage and you want to see somebody else have a hard time. That's just how it look, and judging by your actions in the past, that's what people would believe. You know what I mean? So if anybody believes that, they're well within their rights, whether it's true or not, they're well within their rights to believe that you would do something like that. And I'm just being all the way real. So we're back with the cookie lady stuff, and they want to talk about what's the difference between Cynthia and Kenya, you know, bringing the cookie lady around. My thing with Cynthia is this: you're trying to justify and you're trying to deflect on your actions. At the end of the day, it was a snaky and a messy ass move to even bring that woman there. At the end of the day, by you saying you inviting her to whatever event it was, for you to say, well, if you want to tell me this shit about Tanya, why don't you come to my event and tell Tanya to her face about it? That's setting up an ambush. So if you didn't tell Tanya about the ambush ahead of time when the woman came, then maybe it wouldn't look so bad. But it looks to us like you didn't even bother to tell Tanya, okay, there's a woman out here that's talking shit about you, and I'm going to invite her to my event so you can be able to have the chance to confront her about it. You did not give her that opportunity, so therefore it makes you look like a fucking snake. So by Kenya bringing cookie lady to the table to begin with was fucked up, but it doesn't make you any less fucked up by doing what the fuck you did. So all in all, you and Kenya both were some fucked up ass bitches for doing what y'all did, and that's just really just being all the way 100 with that situation. Both of y'all were wrong, and there's no way in the hell that y'all can make it right with that. Y'all were wrong, and that's just what it is. I don't care how anybody tried to slice it, flip it, or rub it down. It was wrong. Cynthia, you were wrong, and Kenya was dead ass wrong. So it is what it is, child. Does Cynthia call Kenya out on her BS? Cynthia feels like she does call Kenya out on her BS, and Kenya feels like Cynthia does call her out on her BS. But Kenya was like, the only difference between Cynthia and these other girls is that Cynthia is my friend, so she's not going to try to embarrass me in front of the group. She's going to call me out, but she's not going to do it to a point to where she's going to embarrass me in front of the group. But at the same time, Kenya, you've embarrassed her in front of the group. You've embarrassed her by bringing up her wine business and trying to question her knowledge about the wine business in front of everybody. That's embarrassing your friend. So obviously, Cynthia holds you to a higher standard than you hold her. At the end of the day, she sees you too much of a friend to do that to you in front of anybody, but you don't have the same respect for her not to do that in front of everybody. Whether or not it's a joke or not, it's shady as hell to question your friend about her own business. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Whether or not she knows about the business or not, that's her business. So therefore, you don't need to question it in front of no damn body. That's how I feel. What do you guys think about that? Because I honestly feel that way. Like, girl, why even do that? You know what I mean? Why do that? Why bring it up in front of anybody? It's nobody else's business anyway, so why bring it up? So, yeah, I was kind of confused by that, because you're saying, well, Cynthia doesn't embarrass me, but you embarrass Cynthia. And that's partially why people be coming for Cynthia all the time when it comes down to your friendship with her. But at the end of the day, I don't see why everybody's so fucking pressed about Cynthia's relationship with Kenya anyway. At the end of the day, regardless of what it is, they're friends, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Kenya has done some shit that I wouldn't do as a friend, as far as questioning her wine business or ruining her proposal surprise. That's pretty minor compared to the things that a lot of these girls have done to each other. Nene. What's the real reason for Nene and Kenya beefing? None of us know, and none of the women even know about that situation. Because to be honest, when they left season 10, they were cool. They were high-fiving each other and everything because they both drug Kim through the mud. So when it came down to it, I didn't understand why Nene and Kenya had this big-ass fight or anything like that. At the end of the day, I just think that Kenya really don't like Nene, and Nene really don't like Kenya. And I'm going to tell you why, and I've been saying it from the very beginning. See, people keep on saying that I'm biased to Kenya, and when I'm not even her fan. That's number one. Number two, the reason why they don't get along is that I've said it over and over again. They're the same bitch. They do the same shit. That's why they don't like each other, because they're too much of the same damn person. Both of them have big egos. Both of them want to be the queen. And both of them, you know, they have this aura about them where they don't feel like they need to own up to anything, because they are the queen and have a crown. That's what they think. So therefore, that's why they feel like they can do whatever the hell they want to do. So it is what it is. That's what I think about it. So I don't know, but who really knows what happened? And Nene was trying to reach out to Kenya, but I don't really think that it was serious, and I don't think that she was really real with it. I don't think that she was even genuine about that shit, honestly. I don't think so. And it is what it is. If a person don't want to deal with you, then a person just don't want to deal with you. I, for one, will keep on reaching out to a person that obviously keeps showing me that they don't want to deal with me. So it is what it is. When it came down to Nene talking about spitting at Kenya, Kenya felt like it was some bullshit, and that Nene had no business doing it. And to be quite honest, she didn't. And what I'm really confused about is the double standards here. Like, we can sit up here and we can praise, and I've done it in the past, praise Portia for being violent. We can sit up here and we can praise Nene for trying to spit at this woman and trying to fight her on several occasions when the situations were never that big enough to be trying to fight somebody about. But it's okay because it's Kenya, and the general consensus is to not like Kenya. Now, me, on the other hand, I don't like Kenya at all, but how can you justify her trying to spit on somebody just because you don't like her? At the end of the day, I don't give a damn who it is. If Nene tried to spit on Portia, and I detest Portia, but if anybody tried to spit on her, then I will call them out on that, because it's not right. That is the most disrespectful thing you could do to anybody, is to spit on them or even spit at them. So everybody was like, well, where's the outrage? Kenya was like, well, where's the outrage for her trying to spit on me? And that is the truth. Where's the outrage? Because we can talk about everything that Kenya has done, like the way she pulled that chair from up under Kim Fields. That was straight up bullying, and I called her out about it a long time ago. We can talk about how she pointed shit up in Portia's face, which led to the whole physical altercation. We could talk about all the times that she was very provocative to everybody else, but at the end of the day, why aren't we calling Nene out for what she's doing? She violated her space when she put her finger in her face and tried to fight her in Toronto. She violated her by trying to spit on her. So, I mean, where is the accountability here? So because y'all don't like Kenya, that means it's okay for somebody to try to spit on her? Bullshit. And I still don't think that, at the same time, I don't think that Kenya was trying to provoke Nene at Candy's baby shower. But as I said on my finale review, is that if you're already in a heated argument with somebody, you don't walk over there where they at. If you really wanted to talk to Shamia, you could have asked Shamia, could y'all talk in another area? You walking behind Nene when you already know that she ready for whatever when it comes down to you was a bad decision. You don't walk over there when y'all already had a heated argument. That means you on the outside looking in, it look like you ready to bang. And you know you're not finna fight out a soul anyway, unless it's Kim Fields. So at the end of the day, no, you made the wrong decision by doing that. Do I think you were specifically trying to provoke Nene and make her try to hit you? I don't think so. But going over there was the wrong move when y'all are already having a heated argument. That's just how I feel about this. So Jovana tries to clear her name. At this point, she wants to clear her name against the BS. And at this point, Nene ain't even here to give her side of the story. So apparently, Nene has been receiving threatening text messages, cease and desist letters, and all types of shit in regards to Nene in this situation. You know what I mean? She's just here to defend herself and clear her name. So in the midst of it, Jovana pretty much confirms that Nene asked her to record certain phone conversations and basically sent her around as the mole, because Jovana desperately wanted to be on the show. Let's be real. She wanted to peach at any cost. So she cozied up to Nene and she wanted to be loyal to Nene. And that's why when Nene sent her in as a mole to see if everybody's talking shit about her, she gladly obliged because she wanted to be on the show so bad. That's really what it really was. So for her to sit up here and try to pin all of this on Nene at this point just makes me feel like, okay, girl, you did all this just so you can be on the show, and when the shit didn't work out for you, now you want to expose Nene for whatever part she played in this. That's BS. BS. And while she was explaining everything, everybody is fucking confused by her story. I was fucking confused by her story too, because it's like she was just like Mariah Carey going around in circles over this snake situation. Girl, at the end of the day, do you have an audio or not? You said that you led Nene to believe that you had an audio, but you really didn't. So if you led her to believe that there was some audio there, then why would you do that if it really wasn't none there? You're just as fake and just as bad as fucking Nene is, to be quite honest, because if she really asked you to do that, by you being a grown woman, can't no other grown woman make you sit up here and film or record somebody else's conversation. So you can miss me with that. She told me to do it. She told me to do it. No, can't nobody tell you to do shit. You did it because you wanted to do it. So let's just keep it all the way 100. So do we really believe Jovana? No, we don't. Do I think that there's some truth to it? Absolutely not. I don't believe nothing that she says at this point, because it didn't turn out to be believable at all. And just like Candy called her out because it makes you even worse. Like you saying that you want to have genuine bonds with everybody, but at the same point in time, you're being called in to spy on us, to tell whatever we're saying about the person behind their back. You wasn't genuinely trying to get to know these girls. You were genuinely trying to get some dirt, and you got caught up in the shit, and now you want to throw Nene under the bus. Girl, bye. Then Nene calls Portia while they're filming, and I'm sitting up here like, girl, why are you calling her? If like you being such a punk, if you were really about that life, you would have stayed your ass right there and defended your name against Jovana. But at the end of the day, you feel like you're attacked. It's funny how the big bully wants to act like she's being attacked. At the end of the day, you don't want to own up to your shit. You know what I mean? Like she was saying in all her interviews, why they didn't bring the cookie lady? What we bringing her to the show for? You know what I mean? What the fuck we bring the cookie lady for? She ain't a part of the show. Jovana was. Why we bring the cookie lady to the show? You know what I mean? But they did discuss it. They talked about everything else. So Nene just, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't believe Jovana. I think that she was putting out a bunch of bullshit because she wanted to stay in these girls' good graces so she can still be on the show. And come next season, her ass won't even be back. And that's just what it is. So after all of that stuff, that was pretty much the end of this reunion. I didn't really care about this last part. This shit could have been over with last week, to be honest. So that's all I got to say about this. With that being said, this be your boy Scotty. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Do whatever you see fit. Share this video, comment, do whatever you see fit. Follow me on Instagram at Scotty_by_nature. Before I go, I just want to say that I'm planning to reach out to House of Aaron and Color Me Pink so we can do a live stream and talk about the Housewives of Atlanta and talk about what we think should happen for next season. How would you guys feel about that? I'm gonna reach out to them through email and see what they think about that and try to do a live stream with them this week. That'll be fun. So I'm out here, you guys. Until next time, holla.